Huge news is right now Team AH is turning on one of their biggest members, and they're doing this while his own co-workers are allegedly calling for his firing, and while the publications that he weaponized, they're being paused indefinitely. Now, this is a huge change from just a year ago where he was talking about AH, people like AH's then ex-girlfriend and her PR, and they were endorsing him. Front and center. You can see it over and over again. Now, you and I, we're going to talk about this and much more today, and this should be a cautionary tale for anyone. Right now, this man needs these allies. Right now, he's sending out legal threats, telling people you can't talk about this. He needs people circling the wagon. Unfortunately for him, though, they don't support him like he supported them, and that makes fun times. That makes fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day. By the way, I hope you are doing excellently. So this is a tale about Team AH turning on one of their biggest advocates. You can see Eve Barlow, that would be the girlfriend of AH, the person that has run her PR. She's retweeting things that go against one Dan Wootton. If you don't know Dan Wootton, he is one of the original members of Team AH, going after JD for over 5.5 years, leading to the UK trial and continuing to attack even with the US trial ongoing. Now he's facing firing. You can see this being reported by Confider. This is part of the Daily Mail. While he loses everything, and while this is happening, he is being abandoned. Listen to this here. Quote, some staffers at the Daily Mail have urged management to fire columnist Dan Wootton following revelations about his sordid double life. Wootton, whose twice-weekly column hasn't appeared in Mail Online since June 29th. So we're talking about one of his two major items that have been locked out for over a month, stands accused of creating bogus online identities to trick and bribe men into sending him, let's just say, compromising images. He is universally reviled across the Mail, and staff are hoping he is bulleted very soon. One Mail insider claimed to Confider, everyone is hoping Mail management kick him out and he never contributes to the Daily Mail ever again. Now, Team AH turning on him right now couldn't come at a worse time. He could use a return on investment that talks to the listen and believe crowd, and he invested quite a bit, and he did it with articles just like this right here. Listen to what he had to say, and he's not just going after a JD too. Quote, JD is not a victim of cancel culture. He's spent years trying to cancel AH and me. You notice how he throws himself in there. This farce of a trial is designed to ruin his ex-wife, but won't erase the damning judgments against him. My new Mail Online column, the same place right now that is calling for him to be fired, the same place that AH and her team are endorsing as they shut down this column. And look here, he endorsed them flatly. He said with this, and for those Depp heads, again, anyone that wants evidence-based practices, apparently you're a Depp head according to him, thinking you've bullied me into silence, oh hell no, I've actually just called you out. Also, thank you to at Eve Barlow. And you can see Eve Barlow, she's like, ooh, we love you, Dan. We love you so much. She endorses him right here, too. Thank you to Dan Wootton for this piece and for asking me to comment. Plus, you can see on this post here from Eve Barlow, lies, intimidation, trolling. Thank you to Dan Wootton for similarly refusing to be silent. Now, Wootton knows that Team AH and the Listen and Believe crowd, they have turned on him, and they have turned on him publicly. That's why he has done an about face. Now, he is calling for due process. He is saying, the current state of social media, the state that he helped create, by the way, this is wrong. I mean, listen to his call to arms. And I find this ironic because, again, the very people he endorsed, they turned on him, and now he wants other folks to back him. Quote, "We must fight back against the current state of social media where any allegation can be made in an attempt to get someone on the right canceled, and it is impossible to defend yourself. This is even the case when they have claimed that I have engaged in criminal activity when I have never been arrested, interviewed, or charged in respect of any of the allegations against me. Our rush to judgment before due process, thanks to coordinated dark forces and online polyps, is destroying democracy. I will not allow myself to be canceled based on lies and will vigorously fight to defend myself." Now, Team AH turning on him right now is dire. Too. Why? Because you can tell that Dan Wootton, he knows he is in the fight for his life, to the point that the Daily Mail, they've not only shut down his column, but apparently they are ghosting any place for comments. And that's the same thing on his prior employers. The Sun, they have had some allegations against him too. Big time ones. Yeah, they aren't responding to anyone else. He's been hiring attorneys. He apparently picked up one, didn't like how they handled it, picked up another one, which that's not good news. I mean, this is being reported by Confider as well. Wootton has been using a privacy law firm. You can see it listed right here, the LLP, to send scary-sounding legal letters to media outlets, including Confider, inquiring about the story. That says any place that is talking about it, any place that is trying to get a comment, he's probably sending them threats and cease and desist. Confider, though, they have learned that this LLP, they are no longer representing the former top Murdoch editor. After Confider reached out to Wootton for a comment on Monday about the status of his employment with the Daily Mail, so they're asking, hey, are you still employed here? He directed us to his attorney, the new one, Donald Blaley from Griffin Law. And how does he respond? Well, he responds promptly by sending a 3-page legal threat. Now, I want to make it clear. I don't believe allegations outright. I mean, I believe in evidence-based practices. You have Dan Wootton, though. He didn't believe in that. He always said, allegation, that equals substantiation. That is evidence of guilt. So yeah, he needs some of the people that he stood with saying other people are guilty to say he's innocent. But well, doesn't work out that way, does it? Anyway, let me know what you think about this. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. Can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel? Links are in the description. Going to end here. Thanking you again. See you soon.